Hello, what's up everyone? My name is Harold Meyer. For those of you who are new, we do videos every single day, and the best way to stay up to date is to like, share, and subscribe, or ways, I guess you could say. And today we're going to be talking about the entire chapter of Genesis 1, so that's Genesis 1 through 22, I want to say, yeah, 1 through 22. Anyway, let's get started. So, it's going to read this out loud. So, just sit back and listen, and we'll talk about it.
Genesis 6. And it came to pass, when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. And the Lord said, My spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. And God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually.
Okay, so what does it mean by that? It means that like everything that we was doing for lust, for sin, because of sin. We wasn't doing it because we love God. We was doing it just to help ourselves, not worry about anybody else. In other words,
repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. And the Lord said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the air, for it repenteth me that I have made them. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord.
So basically God's saying he doesn't approve of what's going on, and he's regretting making mankind.
Lord, these are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just man, and perfect in his generations. And Noah walked with God.
Basically, perfect in his generations means that he didn't sin much. Or, well, that's what I get from it. Anyway, let's go on.
And Noah begat 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The earth also was corrupt before God, and the earth was filled with violence. And God looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. And God said unto Noah, The end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them, and behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Make thee an ark of gopher wood. Rooms shalt thou make in the ark, and shalt pitch it within and without with pitch. And this is the fashion which thou shalt make it of. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, the breadth of it 50 cubits, and the height of it 30 cubits. A window shalt thou make to the ark, and in a cubit shalt thou finish it above. And the door of the ark shalt thou set in the side thereof. With lower, second, and third stories shalt thou make it. And behold, I, even I, do bring a flood of waters upon the earth to destroy all flesh wherein is the breath of life from under heaven. And everything that is in the earth
I'm going to stop right there for a little while, not for long though, but a lot of people say that God is kind, God is this and that, but God also can get mad. He can also get jealous. He can also destroy things. Now notice what it said. It said that he did it, not the devil. It said that God did it, not the devil. So a lot of people get that mixed up. God. Some people say God is good. Yes, sometimes. But sometimes he has enough, and he just gets tired of dealing with the same old situation, and he'll allow people's lives to be destroyed. He won't. And is that fair? No, but guess what? Life's not fair. It's not. And why does God allow good things happen to bad people and bad things happen to good people? Well, like I said, life's not fair. We're born into a corrupt world, into an imperfect world. And because of that imperfectness, we're going through a lot right now. right now we have diseases, we have plagues, we have wars, we have famines, we have hurricanes, we have earthquakes, we have all of this sinful stuff. Guess what? All that stuff goes back to the time of Adam and Eve. And for those of you who don't know, Adam and Eve committed the first human sin. I was going to say the first sin, but I guess that was the devil. Because the devil used to be an angel. And he used to be one of God's top angels, if not the top angel. He used to be. But he got jealous of mankind. And he thought that he was more powerful than God, I guess, because he tried to overthrow him. And God had sent him to hell. Basically, that's what I remember. Maybe I'm misremembering things. Let me know if I'm wrong about any of that. Because listen, I'm not perfect. I'm not. And the Bible does say for us to study Scripture, which I don't study as much as I should. But, hopefully these videos make up for that.
5. But with thee will I establish my covenant, and thou shalt come into the ark, thou, and thy sons, and thy wife, and thy sons' wives with thee. And of every living thing of all flesh, 2 of every sort shalt thou bring into the ark, to keep them alive with thee. They shall be male and female. Of fowls after their kind, and of cattle after their kind, of every creeping thing of the earth after his kind, 2 of every sort shall come unto thee, to keep them alive. And take thou unto thee of all food that is eaten, and thou shalt gather it to thee, and it shall be for food for thee and for them. Thus did Noah, according to all that God commanded him. So did he.
Well, let me finish. And I think it's done. Yes,
Genesis 6.
Well, it's done. So basically, people get tired of things. They get tired of lies. They get tired of deceits. They get tired of each other. They get tired of dealing with problems. They're so stressed out. They're so worn out where they start using violence sometimes. And sometimes even God uses violence. Sometimes he does. Sometimes he does. And sometimes it's people against people, or sometimes it's us against nature. Sometimes it is. I mean, we have wars and famines, but that stuff, that's mainly because of mankind and our greed. I mean, whenever I was in school back in, I want to say 2014, it was estimated that if every person ate the same amount as the average American, that we would need 4 Earths to sustain us. 4 Earths. And I can only imagine what that's like now. I can only imagine what that's like now. Hopefully that has changed, but I don't think it has. And we're seeing epidemics, we're seeing food shortages, we're seeing people becoming obese, we're seeing other countries, people starving to death. This world that we live in is not fair. It's not. 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 But through God, we can be forgiven. And we can also, come to God and ask Him for help and ask Him for advice. Normally, for those of you who don't know how I serve my parents, I say, I bow my head, close my eyes, and say, Dear Heavenly Father, say what I need to say. Then at the end, I say, in your precious holy name, amen. Then I raise my head and open my eyes. And to me, that's very, very important. And God doesn't call us to just do that about things that we want. He doesn't do that. He doesn't want us to do that for that. He wants just to talk to us. And sometimes He does want us to say what we're thankful for. And sometimes He wants us to admit we made mistakes. And us to ask Him for guidance. Because let me tell you something. It takes a real man or woman to ask for help sometimes. Sometimes it does. Because we messed up. We know we have. We've all messed up. Except for those of us who are just being born. Except for that. We messed up. And let's see what the Bible verse of the day is. Let's see. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get out of this. Okay, I'm trying to get to the. I'll just reopen the app. The Bible verse of the day is Exodus 3:11. Now Moses said unto God, Who am I? What shall I go unto private, and what should I bring for the children of Israel out of Egypt? And you know, sometimes we go through dilemmas. That's what's happening right here. These people wandered in the desert for 40 years. And God took care of them. Some of us, we can't stand to go outside for 5 seconds. But it's 40 years. Some of us have become so lazy, so irresponsible, so mean, so cruel, so messed up to where we're too addicted to our phones, we're too addicted to our tablets, we're too addicted to our consoles, to our computers, to our, like I said, tablets, phones, electronics. We're too addicted to that. Well, all God wants, sometimes the best thing to do is to go outside and get a fresh breath of fresh air. Now, I know that in some countries, you're not going to get it's not going to be fresh air because they're all polluted by factories. But yeah, so, God He wants us to show each other love, show each other compassion, show each other kindness. Sometimes He does, and sometimes He wants us to do the opposite. Sometimes He does. Sometimes He wants us to stand up for what we believe in. Sometimes He doesn't want people to walk all over us. But there is a verse of the Bible that goes like this: pick your battles wisely. So what does that mean? That means that we need to stand up for what we believe in, but we also need to be level-headed and not lose our only job or not lose a family member over the matter. And sometimes we need to keep our mouth shut. Sometimes we do. Sometimes we do. But the Bible also says, take part of the world, but I'm trying to remember exactly how it goes, but not be in the world. So what does that mean? That means that we can go to parties and go to events, but we don't have to drink, we don't have to smoke, we don't have to vape. We can just chill out and just enjoy ourselves. For instance, they have this fair where around my area right now, which today's October 13th. They have this fair going on. And yes, I could go over there and drink and smoke, or I could go over there and just have a good time and just eat maybe a hot dog or a corn dog and get on some rides and have a good time. And I don't have to sin. I don't have to. Of course, I have to pay, but And as of well, I don't know if I should. I'm trying to think about what I'm gonna say next. Is as of today, we're getting closer. As of October 13th, we're getting closer to our 300 subscriber goal. I want to do something special, but I'm not sure what. But by the time this comes out, which will be in November, I know that November. Let's see. Does it say anywhere? I'm sorry, I guess I mixed up with the schedule. November 8th, okay. So we might be at our 300 subscriber goal, and I want to do something, but I'm not sure what, so please keep that in your prayers. I want to do something whenever we reach that goal. But right now we're about 5 or 6 subscribers that we gotta get. I want to do something to honor God and glorify Him. But we're almost there. We're almost at 300 subscribers. We're almost there. We're almost there. If we're not there already, sorry. I was kind of tapping on my desk, but let me repeat myself. We're gonna do something. Hopefully, whenever we get to our 300 subscribers, and I'm not sure what, so please keep that in your prayers. Not sure what. And please pray for finances, because right now things are not looking too good. I mean, the newest equipment I have is my phone, and that I got sometime this year, I want to say. Yeah, this year. Either that or late last year. I want to say I got it this year. And my computer needs to be upgraded. It's an M1 Mac Mini, and I think the newest version, by the time this comes out, will probably be the newest version of the M1 chip will probably be the M5. It's going to come out probably around November, December. I think it's going to be in the iPad, but I don't know when. That's not what I'm using right now, by the way. I'm using a mini computer, which is it's basically a small desktop. But I want to upgrade, but I don't have the money, and I'm not sure if right now is the right time, because if they come out with one that costs a little bit more, but it's a little better than what I buy, I'm kind of, I just have to deal with it. And I know I can't afford the very best right now. But if y'all want to support me, just let me know and we'll work out something. And please keep in mind that some of that money might go towards the bills at my house, because I had to dip into my savings. And yeah, so money's getting tight. But I'm just thankful for what I have. For my 4-year-old computer, for my new phone, or newish, for my PS3. Yes, I have a PS3 that I play on. For my old Windows computer that I use, is about 8 or 9 years old. For my 2 TVs. And some people are like, why do you have 2 TVs? And I'm just like, I just like it. I mean, sometimes it's just more convenient. I mean, I can see a video. I can get a glance at how well a video is, how much time I got left on the editing or uploading side of things, and I can do something else on the other screen. Sometimes it's just more convenient. And it just seems, I have an extra TV, so I'm putting it to use. But yeah, so please keep my family in your prayers. And my papa, as of today, which is again October 13th, is in the hospital. He's having trouble with his lungs. And he's just going through so much right now. I hate to see my papa do that, and he's getting up there in age. And I love my papa. I do. Papa, if you're watching this somehow, I love you. I love you. I remember a few times whenever I was in the hospital. I think he came a few times whenever I was in the hospital. And for those of you who don't know, I have something called Tourette syndrome, which means that sometimes I have uncontrolled muscle movements. And these muscle movements can cause me to fall, can cause me to jump up and down, can cause me to do something like hit somebody or fall. I think I said that already. But it can. One time I even flipped a person over. One time I did. And it can. Sometimes I can't say places because my Tourette's act up, which kind of sucks. Or sometimes they act up whenever I'm around a lot of people. But to get back to the point, I also have I have a history of racing thoughts, and I've had a history of bad racing thoughts, like thoughts of hurting myself. And it got to the point where I had to go in the hospital before, and my papa came see me before I was in the hospital. And I just hope that I'm showing him that same love that he showed me. I hope I am. I hope I am. I hope I am. And yeah, so we should enjoy the time that we have together. We should. In a non-sinful way. I mean, if you're gonna go to a party, you don't have to drink, you don't have to smoke, you don't have to vape. You can just chill out with people and have a good time. And y'all can talk about sports or the weather or politics. I know some people don't like to talk about that, but sometimes that's better than none at all. Well, actually, sometimes it's worse than none at all. So politics, just kind of be careful about that. Kind of be careful about that one, especially during an election year. During an election year. During an election year. And please, we every now and then we need to admit we messed up. We need to admit that we did wrong to God. We need to, because sometimes sometimes it just helps just to talk to God and just get it off our shoulders, and just to talk to Him about it, because it might make you feel better. It might. It might. It might. It might. It might. And we need to get all the sin out of our lives. Don't get me wrong, sometimes it is good to get on your phone for a little while and to maybe watch something that's not sinful, or something that you like. Because the Bible says we can be in the world but not of the world. So we can like go to parties and stuff, but we don't have to do all this sinful stuff, like I said earlier. And like me, for instance, I play video games. And sometimes the games I play can be a little bit violent. But most of the time that's optional. Or it's like us destroying robots or something like that. I try to watch what I say and do. I try to, and even I mess up. Like, for example, I cussed today. I cussed. And I admit it. I admit it. I admit it. And I overreacted. And it was over something trivial. I shouldn't have been overreacting about that, but I did. And I just had a bunch of stress. And I think that's, I can make, if I had to make up an excuse, that would be it. Well, I tell you, I don't have to make up that excuse. I was stressed out. I was. And did I mess up before? Yes, I did. Before today, I'm sorry, before today. And I need to pray to God and ask God for forgiveness every now and then. I do. And people, there's going to come a time when if God's going to say enough's enough, and He's going to allow very, very bad things to happen. Very, very horrible things to happen. He's going to. The Antichrist is going to come to power, and he's going to rule over all the nations. And except for maybe Israel, I don't know, because it kind of says that Revelation a million times, I believe every nation is going to go to war against Israel. So I don't know if I don't think he's gonna rule over it. I don't know, but that might be the only exception. I don't know. Revelation, sometimes people interpret things differently. Sometimes they do. Like, for example, the mark of the beast, which for those of you who don't know, the mark of the beast is going to be a mark that is either going to be on our hands or on our forehead that will have something to do with the number 666, and that number is the mark of the beast. And it's going to have something to do with it. I don't know if it's going to be just that number or that number plus something else. I don't know. You know, Revelation is so cryptic sometimes. But we need to get straight with God right now before it's too late. Listen, because honestly, I could die right now and I could go to hell if I'm not straight with God. I could. And I can do all these wonderful things, and if I don't have a relationship with God, then it doesn't matter what these wonderful things that I do are. He's going to say, I never knew you. Well, he's going to say, depart from me, for I never knew you. Or something along those lines. Something along those lines. That's what he's going to say. Let me move my phone a little bit. That way the lock screen doesn't come on. You know, the screen with like the password or the thumb scanner or whatever. And yeah, I believe that God basically turned his back on humanity 2 times already. One was with Noah, the other one was whenever Jesus died, and the next one I believe is going to be during the Revelation. By turning his back on humanity, I mean pretty much let the devil do whatever he wants to do. I guess the first one would be an exception. The first 2 would be an exception. The third one, the one that's going to happen, I believe he's going to let the devil do whatever he wants to do. The first 2, well, the first one, it was God that did all the damage. I guess you could argue that he did let the devil do some things that he wanted us to do whenever Jesus died. And keep in mind that these videos are not scripted. That's how I'm going all over the place right now. Because I'm trying to donate a little bit of time to God and to His Word and to honoring Him and to glorifying Him and to studying His Word and to give y'all my interpretation of Scripture. Now, sometimes my interpretation can be wrong. Sometimes it can be. Sometimes it can be. Because I'm not no Bible expert. I should be, but I'm not. I'm not a Bible expert. I've not read the Bible cover to cover, you know, from Genesis 1 all the way to Revelation, whatever Revelation chapter and verse ends on. But if y'all want to, there is another book I've been wanting to read. It's called, let me see, let me get it right quick. It's right here. It's called The King James Only Conspiracy. Let me say that again. It's called The King James Only Conspiracy. Where it just talks about these people who believe that the King James Only Bible is the only Bible that y'all should read, and that it's the most pure and most sacred Bible. And listen, I wish that there was only one version of the Bible that people had, because, you know, different Bibles have different words used throughout it. But there's not. There's multiple versions of the Bible, and they have some are more corrupt than the other ones. Some of them are misleading. Some of them are just so unworldly, I'm sorry, sinful. Let me put it like that, sinful. Some of them are so very, very sinful. Like, for example, I'm trying to remember. There's one on Amazon. It basically tells the same story that the Bible says, but they use more modern slang and more modern words and more modern sayings, I guess you could say. Well, it does use more modern sayings. Like, it'll use like abbreviation like TGIF, thank God it's Friday. I'm just using that as an example. And, you know, we need to do our own research on what we're reading and our own background on who wrote our books and where did it come from. Did it come from somebody that translated it from Hebrew into Greek into Chinese for whatever reason into English? You know, because sometimes there are words that in one language that the other language doesn't have words for. Like, for example, I could say, if I was married, I could say I love my wife, and I could also say I love my dog. But in Japan, or in Japanese, the word love in both situations are different. They're very, very different. You don't love your pet the same way you love your wife. If you do, they got something that's not right with that situation. But in English, the word love is okay in both scenarios. But in Japanese, it's not. It's not. Or that's what I found out about through a Christian, well, not a Christian YouTuber, but through a gamer YouTuber that used to. He said that he used to teach in Japan. He said that. He used to be, I think he was an English teacher. His name is Ganjin Goomba, or something like that. I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong. And I'm not sure if he's still on YouTube because it's been a while since I watched any of his videos. But you see, you know, anything, you know, we can use, money to educate ourselves. Like through watching YouTube videos, through sharing the gospel, through doing research on authors, through doing research on celebrities. Like, for example, there's a history between Sega, you know, the people that made Sonic or make Sonic games, and Michael Jackson. Yeah, he has a history of them. In fact, there's a rumor that a song that was in one of the Sonic games was created by Michael Jackson. I'm not really educated enough to say that that's true or not, but there's a rumor. Personally, I don't think it's true or not, I'm just being honest. Because I think that Michael Jackson did a song for Sega, they would advertise it like There'll Be No Tomorrow. Because he was popular. You know, that was in the 80s or the 90s I'm talking about, I want to say. And he was very, very popular back then, so they probably would be advertising that he made a song. Now that I think about it, just thinking about that. Unless he didn't want, you know, for people to know. Maybe he just liked Sonic and he wanted Sonic to be more famous than him. I don't know. By the way, I'm not saying that y'all should watch his or listen to any of his music, and I'm not saying y'all shouldn't. Just remember what I said. You can be in the world, but not of the world. And sometimes I do listen to songs that aren't Christian songs. Like, for example, I like to listen to it's called, the song I like to listen to is called Where My Heart Will Take Me, and it's from Star Trek. And yes, I'm a Trekkie or Trekker or whatever you call me. I'm a Star Trek fan, I don't really care. And I do admit that Star Trek can be sinful sometimes. There are some episodes that do talk about evolution. And there's one, there's one that actually showed what we quote unquote evolved from. It's a two-parter. That's why I'm saying it like that. It's a two-parter, which means that for the first part of the story is in the first episode, the second part of the story is in the second episode. I think it's called All Good Things, parts 1 and 2. I think that's the two-parter. I think that's what it's called. But yeah, so why don't we talk about the future of God's house? Now, right now we're doing video games. We're doing a bunch of video games. I'm doing some retro games like Ratchet Deadlock. I'm also doing Batman games that like you can the one I'm doing right now is called Batman the Telltale series, and you can like pick what happens. Now, to me, those kind of games can be okay if you can pick what happens, because you can do the Christian thing or you can do the evil thing, I guess. But it's okay. Those are I'm not saying that those are okay to play. Those are okay for me to do videos on. I'm also doing Star Wars Empire at War and Star Wars Empire at War Forces of Corruption. I think that's the whole title. What I'm doing right now. I'm also talking about a TV show. Well, talking and watching a TV show in some episodes. In some of my videos, and the TV show that we're on right now is Touched by an Angel. And it's season 1, episode 3. I don't know what the title of it is because I didn't put that in the notes yet. The season 1, episode 3. So yeah. And hopefully that goes well. We just sit down and watch it and see where the Bible leads us. Kind of with this, except I get to show y'all the TV show. Then I might pause it to explain some things or just to give y'all my own input. And please keep that in your prayers because I don't own the rights to the TV show, so that can be taken down, or I could get copyright strike or sued, I guess. So I'm doing that. So I'm gonna do that TV show. I'm gonna do that episode. I don't know. I'll see how the first two episodes I talk about go. Let's see what else we're doing. We're also let's see. We're also playing a game called Retro City Rampage, which is pretty fun. We're also playing a Lego video game called Asphalt Legends Unite. We're also doing that. Let's see what else we're doing. We're also playing another strategy game called Masters of Orion. By the way, what I'm saying right now is all subject to change, which means that all of that could change. So what I'm saying, what we're doing right now might be true for my plans for right now, but that might change later on. Plans might change. We also play Lego video games, and right now we're playing Lego Star Wars 3: The Clone Wars. And we we do games like we're also playing Infamous. In fact, I might be playing Infamous 1, Infamous 2, and I'm thinking about playing Festival of Blood. I'm not sure, because that one is not really that much of a Christian video game. The last one. And they do have, I want to say they have 2 more that I can't play because it's on PS4, which is Infamous Second Son and Infamous Neon, I want to say, or something like that. So there's about 5 or 6 Infamous games, 2 of which, or 3 of which, if there are one that I forgot, I can't play. Or maybe there's 4 that I can play and one of them that I can, I don't know. I have to look on the store. And we play a few other video games, like, right now I'm playing Star Trek Infinite, wait, when? Okay, I know, there's another one that I might do, I don't know when though, but, it's called Star Trek, well, there's 2 more I might do. Star Trek Timelines and Star Trek, what's it called? Hold on, let me look it up. Let me see. It's on here. Star Trek Fleet Command, I think it's called. Yeah, Star Trek Fleet Command. Yeah. So that's a whole bunch of video games that I like to play. And I treat this as a job. I also treat this as something I'm very passionate about. And sometimes I do make mistakes. Sometimes, like for example, I want to say sometime, the week that this was created, I had accidentally put Ratchet and Clank. I accidentally did 2 Ratchet Deadlock videos. And for those of you who don't know what the Ratchet and Clank videos are, they I want to say they started on PS2, and it's about this creature called Ratchet and this robot called Clank, and they team up and they like destroy villains and stuff. It's very it's not that violent, other than it doesn't have like blood or like swearing or like things like that, but it does deal with killing, so maybe I should stop playing that. I don't know. Let me know what y'all thoughts are about the video schedule. Now, keep in mind, I also play other video games. Like, for example, I play The Walking Dead. Because I kind of like to change things up a little bit, and I kind of like to do video games that might not normally be used to rich people. But I have to, watch what I put out there. Because sometimes it kind of falls in like a gray area of like it isn't sinful, but it's not godly. So sometimes I have to pray to God and ask Him, or just guess and be like, "This is okay." And if y'all think that a game's too violent, let me know. Sometimes I'll find out on my own. I mean, I'm the one that's playing the game, but still. And sometimes, different people like horror movies, for instance. Sometimes some people are more scared of horror movies than others. like Saw or It or Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You know, sometimes people are more scared of movies than others. Sometimes they are. 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 And please keep my mom in your prayers. We don't know what's wrong with her as of the day of this recording, but she's been getting dizzy and lightheaded, and she has fallen before, and we don't know what's causing it. Like I said, as of the day of this recording. And my daddy, he's diabetic, plus he's had a major accident that messed up a whole bunch of his, messed up a good chunk of his body, and he's disabled. Plus, me with my Tourette's, because whenever I do hard labor, a lot of times my Tourette's act up, and I have a learning disability, so sometimes it's more difficult for me to understand things. But as y'all can see right now, I'm good with technology with sometimes. If not, I know how to find out how to fix something. I fixed computers before. I've gotten rid of viruses. You know, I've done those things. I've done those things. I've done those things. And yeah, so what are your thoughts about the Bible? What's your favorite version of the Bible y'all think I should read? Because right now, I believe it's the King James Version that I'm using on the app. But maybe y'all prefer the New Living Translation. Or maybe y'all prefer the New King James. Well, this might be the New King James Version. I'm not sure if this is the new one or not. Maybe y'all prefer the original King James Version or the New King James Version. Or the KJN version or whatever version y'all have. New Living Translation, I think, is one of them too. NIV. Yeah, so what games do y'all think I should do? Maybe y'all think I should do Minecraft? Maybe y'all think I should do, some more retro video games? Like maybe Mario, maybe Zelda, maybe, Super Nintendo? Which I actually had twice. I had 2 Super Nintendos, but I can't remember exactly what happened to them. Not sure exactly what happened to them. Maybe I think I should do something for Microsoft, like maybe Halo. Or maybe I think I should do something from some more Sony stuff, like maybe some Spyro, or maybe some Crash Bandicoot. In fact, I might do Crash Bandicoot. I don't know. I might look and see if there's a Crash Bandicoot game I could play on a PlayStation 3. Cause that's what I'm gaming. That's what I'm using for my console video games. And to me, I prefer console. I know with PC, you know, you get you better looks a lot of times, and better, and sometimes it runs better. Sorry. But on console, you know, I like the feel of the controller, and that's really it whenever it comes to console. But yeah, so yeah, please just keep us in your prayers. This might be the final video I do, or it might be I might do like 200 or 300 after this. But if this video has touched you, has reached you, has caused you to question things that you used to take for granted, has caused you to ask questions about the Bible. Put it in the comment section. What are your questions? Some people say Google it. To that I say be careful where you get your answers from. You know, because sometimes information might be out of date or wrong with Google. And yeah, so I'm gonna show y'all how good we've been doing on why am I not connected to the internet? Darn it. On YouTube as soon as it loads. Yeah, show y'all. I think I can do that while I'm doing this. I think I can. I think I can switch. Let's see, where is looking for my analytics. Okay, yeah. So let me see something. Let me see if I can change this. Yeah, okay, I can. Okay, I want to see if I could change it from my phone screen to this. Let me move this over here to my other screen. That way I could see, you know, what exactly what y'all see. But we're doing very good right now. We are let's see how we during the last 28 days we've had 816 views. We've had 28.2 hours watched, and we've had 8 subscribers gained. And let's see what else. Within the last biblical podcast, I think this was the last 28 days or something like that. We've had 17 views. Let's see what else. Let's see. Let's go to our content. As y'all can see, we're reaching a lot of people. We've gone down slightly across the board, but I believe that we can pick ourselves back. I believe that that's not a trend that's going to keep on. I think that we're going to continue to grow as we continue to get more, to do more games and to push the Bible into more people reach. What I want to do next is some more Lego games. I want to do I want to continue to do my Star Trek stuff. I want to continue to do the Christian TV shows. I want to continue to so I don't know why I'm showing y'all this. I want to continue to like do video games that might not normally get done, but that isn't sinful or isn't that sinful, or the sinful stuff is an option. And I want to apologize for something because I think there's been a mistake. Because we've had 105 views on a football video, and I think that people was actually thinking that that was a real football game, and it's not. It's not a real football game. It's not. It's a football app I use, and like you get to like I not play like football, not play an entire football game. It's kind of hard to explain. You have to watch it. Like you get to like throw the ball like a certain number of yards, or run, or like get somebody to run with the ball a certain number of yards, or both, or kick the ball a certain amount of yards, you know, things like that. But unfortunately, I don't do a full game. But I'm thinking about doing a football game on my PS3. I'm not sure because the money, or it's kind of expensive to get the digital versions. I had a CD version of one of them, but it got scratched, I think, and it no longer worked, so I had to throw it, unfortunately. So all I have is the app right now. I want to do more football stuff as well. I'm not sure exactly what. Yeah. And if y'all want to play a game with me that's not sinful, that's maybe I don't consider Call of Duty to be a sinful game unless like you saying like a cuss word or something. Yeah. And I don't normally say cuss words. It's very rarely that I do. Sometimes I do, but it's very rarely that I do. It's very rarely that I do. It's very rarely that I do. And please keep my little brother in your prayers. He's let me just put it like this, he's going through a lot right now. And sometimes me and him, we disagree. We're brothers. We disagree with some things, and sometimes we have arguments we shouldn't have. But he loves me. He does. 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 And I'm trying to be a good brother, but sometimes I fall short, which I know, I shouldn't, but that's how I do. In fact, let's see how live, we're 3 subscribers away from our goal. We're almost there. We're almost at the 300 mark. So if y'all want to help us get there, and if y'all not a subscriber, y'all can subscribe. And if y'all are a subscriber and you still want us to get there, y'all can share this video. Or maybe y'all can, if y'all not a subscriber, y'all can subscribe and share this video. And liking and commenting, that helps out too. And even disliking it. But if you disliked it for any reason, I highly urge you to tell me why y'all disliked it. Did y'all think I talked for too long? Do y'all think I talked for not long enough? Did I misquote scripture? I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm not. And what I'm saying should be backed up biblically. And sometimes my memory is not that good, so. And like I said, I didn't read the Bible cover to cover yet. I'm working on it right now. We're on Genesis 6. Well, we've just finished Genesis 6, Genesis chapter 6, sorry. We've just finished that. I guess, so our next video will be Genesis chapter 7. 7 through 1. Genesis chapter 7 verse 1, sorry. Because we do it one verse at a time, and I kind of do, I kind of start from like the first verse to catch up, and we're going to be at the first verse, so the video might actually be shorter than this. But also, please pray for our leaders, because we have an election that's coming up in the U.S., or maybe it's already happened. But our leaders need y'all prayers, because they're supposed to represent us and our needs. And let's face it, sometimes they don't do that. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they in it for the money. They in it for the fame. They in it to get themselves out of trouble somehow. Because the president, I think he can get himself out of some trouble somehow, because he can't pardon himself, which I don't think that's been done before, but, and there's not really a law against that, so please keep down your prayers. Please do. Please do. And also, please just pray for the lost, because whatever us saved Christians are going to, the lost have it even worse than us, because us, we have God. The lost, they don't know God. Some of them don't. Some of them don't. Some of them, or some of them are, I'm trying to word this right, but they're worshiping false idols, which means that they're worshiping fake gods. like Thor and Zeus and Kratos and Hercules. You know, those are old gods, but some of them are still being worshipped. Some of them are. And some of us have a corrupted version of Christianity that we believe in. Some of us do. Like, I'm not saying that whatever I say is always correct or whatever I taught was always right. Because, you know, different people have different interpretations, especially have different versions of the Bible. Add that all together and you can get a confusing mess. And, yeah, so let's see how good we're doing on Facebook. Or let's see, let's go to our next one. Let's go to X, which used to be called Twitter. But some people still call it Twitter. And we have 63 followers. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Let's see, let's go on our next one, which is Pinterest. Pinterest goes into more details, I think. Yeah. Ooh, we're actually going down a little bit on our engagement, and our saves are going down. But, you know, we're not always going to be, getting better, getting more views. Some weeks we're going to have a little bit less than others, you know, things like that. Now, let's see, which one we didn't do. Did I do Facebook yet? No, I didn't do Facebook. Okay, I'm going to do Facebook. My memory's not that good, I'm so sorry. But what is this? Okay, so let's go to this one. Well, I think I have to go to this. Hold on, I think I'm doing it wrong. I have to go to well, why can I not? Hold on, something's not right. Okay, I gotta go to this. Okay, I'm not quite, I don't really get on Facebook much. Plus, you know, it says I'm offline right here if y'all can read that. Now since I'm back online, that happens a lot with my internet, unfortunately. My internet sucks. So I try to do offline games. And whenever I talk about TV shows and watch TV shows, in my videos, I try to do TV shows that are on CDs, because on there it's just easier for me. It just is easier for me. Unless the CD is all scratched up, then I guess I have to watch it online or either out or order another CD. Wait, why is it not loading? Let me reload this. Let me see. Let's see, how do we, see, I can't get, we're not doing bad, we're, post-reach, we're at, so it's probably gonna be at about 2,000, well, probably about 2,000, this week, the week this comes out. And we have 563 followers. We need to work on getting that up. That's pretty good. Our post engagement is at 331. New likes at 0. Net followers is at 1. We need to get the new likes up. And I want to get, I want to do younger, like get more of the younger demographic right here, because we're not getting much. Let's go to see details. Let's see, Ville Plaine, Mamou, and Pine Prairie. Well, I live in Pine Prairie, but Ville Plaine, Mamou is not for. So I kind of, so is Eunice. But this one, I don't know about. Then that's a whole other country. I live in the U.S. And Ville Plaine, Mamu and Pine Prairie and Eunice is towns in the U.S. But this whole other country, South Africa. Let's see. Lafayette also is a town in the U.S. I'm getting 10. Turkey Creek, I'm getting 8. South Africa, I'm getting 6. And in India, I'm getting 5. I'm getting a lot of people over. I'm starting to get some people overseas, which praise God for that because we've been struggling with that. I mean, most of our views do come from local sources. Let's see if there's anything new. Thank you for right here, Carrie. I'm not sure how to pronounce that last name, but thank you for following me. Thank you. Thank you. And yeah, so we're doing pretty good, I would say. We could be doing better. We need to improve with the younger demographic. We need to improve with new likes. We need to get some new likes because I think I said we had 0 if I remember right. Let me go back. I think we said we had 0. Yeah, new page likes at 0. And we need to get our new followers up to at 1. So if y'all watch this on Facebook, and if y'all want to see those numbers go up, and if y'all want to see more people get reached, like, share, and comment, all of the above, or just one of the above, or whatever you can, or if y'all want to give me some money, we can work something out. Hopefully, I get the membership button soon on YouTube, that way y'all can donate through YouTube. But to get that, I think, let me see what are the requirements for that. I don't want to say nothing to be wrong. Oh. Yeah, like I said, my internet's not the best. Okay, so let me see. I think it's... Okay, it's one of these. It's either... Okay, I have to get at least 500 subscribers, at least 3 views uploaded within the last 90 days. But what I need to really work on is this right here. It's this right here. Because I only have 75 hours of watch, and I need to get 3,000. So yeah, so those are some pretty good numbers that I need to improve on. But we get there, we're working on it. But right now, our closest one to completing is at 500 subscribers, I guess. Or we could, there's another requirement down here, but I don't think I'm going to do that, which is getting 3 million public shares, public chart views. For those of you who don't know what charts are, it's basically YouTube's version of TikTok. It is YouTube's version of TikTok, I'm going to just be honest, it is. It is. It is. It is. It is. It is. And I'm gonna be right back, guys. I'm gonna just take a little break, and see y'all in a little while. Y'all won't know this because I'm gonna pause recording, but see y'all in a little while, guys. I'm gonna just show y'all a list of games or collection of games I want to get. So I want to get the Batman 2 DC superheroes. I want to get Ratchet & Clank, the collection. I have one Ratchet & Clank game, that's Deadbolt. I want to get some levels to Batman, the Arkham series. I want to get 3. I want to get the Jak and Daxter collection, because I used to love Jak and Daxter. I used to love that, but as y'all can see, or actually y'all can't see, but it's It's about, altogether, that's about $65. And I just can't afford that right now. I just can't. And some of that is my fault. You know, sometimes I like to buy myself some snacks, but most of my money goes towards groceries. Most of it does. But I do like to, you know, enjoy what I have sometimes. But maybe God's saying, you know, you need to cut back a little bit more. Or maybe He's saying you need to enjoy what you have before it's gone. I want to get all of that. It's just, that $70 is just too much. It's just too much. It is. It's just too much. It is. But maybe I could get something later on. I'm not saying I'm gonna get all this at the same time. Plus, let me look up something. I want to see how much. Do you have Final Fantasy? Let me see. Wait. Final Fantasy. Yeah, I want to get this too. But that's a little bit out of my price range right now. That's about, for those of you who watch this on a small screen and can't see, it's about $25. And that's for 2 Final Fantasy games, but one of which I believe I played. I don't think I beat it, but I played it, which is X. And this is the remastered version. Well, I guess I take that back. I didn't play the remastered version. I played the original. Yeah, so let me show y'all my profile on PSN. So really, I got nothing else to do other than continue to use the time I have to spread the word of God. Did I turn off the console? No. Yeah, that's a picture from that Final Fantasy game. This is my gamer tag. It's loading. Just give it a chance. We can like I said, my internet has been horrible. My internet's been horrible. And keep in mind that I do want to upgrade eventually, but right now I can't afford it. I want to upgrade to the PS5, not the PS5 Pro. I just think that that's a waste. That's just too much money. And that's way out of my price range. Way out of my price range. I mean, it would be neat to have, but, you know, it's way out of my price range. And that would be actually something that kind of makes sense for me because I record video games, and that's a brand new console with brand new video games that I could play, or maybe I could use it to emulate old video games. I don't know. Plus, one day the PS3 won't be supported, won't be able to go on the PlayStation Store, and it's getting up there in age, so yeah. So yeah, that's my gamer tag. It's capital GH, then capital G again, then the rest is gaming. Or let me say that again. It's capital G, then capital H, then gaming with a capital G, there's no space, and then it's 101. And the 101 is just a number I like to use. I said that's just a number I like to use. Oh, wait. Let me see something. Do they have... Hold on, I want to see something. I want to see if they have PlayStation All-Stars. I might play that. Might be cheap to get. Might play that. Yes, I am a gamer, by the way. I'm a retro gamer, but I'm a gamer. And the only modern video games I play are apps, basically. For the most part. Because they ain't got that many that supports my, computer. My main computer that I use. Some people call it a Mac, but I just call it a computer because it's just simplified. Let me see if they have PlayStation All-Stars. PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Yeah, they have it. How much would that cost? Yeah, I want to get that too. when I get that too. I'm not gonna get it right now though. Yeah, it's $80-something with everything else. I can't afford that right now. I need to rebuild my funds because I had to buy a new phone, and whenever that happened, I had to dip into my savings. Plus, we've been having financial issues with me being disabled, my dad's disabled, and my mom's disabled. And we've had a tree that fell on my dad's truck. Thankfully, nobody was in there, but we got a new truck. And we've had damage to the house. So yeah. So yeah, so please keep that in your prayers. But we're able to, right now we're barely, like we're struggling just to put food on the table right now. Right. And we're able to do it, it's just, right now the extra stuff, the YouTube stuff, I can't really, do like any new video games. I have to rely on a PS3. Let's see. Let's get back to this. Let me change this. And as for my setup, I want to do 4K one day. However, not right now. I want to, well, maybe whenever I get better internet, I would do 4K and a more up-to-date, video editor. But right now, I can't do 4K video. And 4K, for those of you who don't know, is also called ultra high definition. And it just means that it looks good. To oversimplify it, to very oversimplify it. And I'm gonna show you my Steam library. Hold on, let me get my Steam library open. Maybe y'all could give me some ideas of where I could play. By the way, my Steam gamer tag is let me make it bigger. Is this him 2100? Let me get my library. I'll show y'all what I have. Now, not all of these I can play. I'm not gonna play. Where is it? I think I have GTA 5 somewhere. I'm not playing that. I refuse to play. And I'm not playing. Yeah, right here, GTA 5. I'm not playing that. I might play this though. I might. This is my library. Y'all can pause and look through some games, and y'all can see. It might be a good idea for me to play. And this is the Steam page. For those of you who don't know what Steam is, it's a online gaming store for PCs, mostly for PCs. I mean, they do have I think Valve, the company that owns Steam, also has their own console, which is right here, the Steam Deck. That's their own console. It's kind of like the Nintendo Switch. It's kind of like the Nintendo Switch. It's kind of like that. Let me see. I'm just browsing through here because rarely. Oh, that's what. Oh, this one. That's not too bad. But this right here, I might as well buy a PS5. But with that 1 terabyte hard drive and that OLED screen, that's probably why it costs so much. I don't know, if I had to pick, I probably would go with this one because that battery life for the first one is kind of short. For this one, it's not bad. I don't know. Just, Oh wait, this one's out of stock. So I don't know what the difference. Well, what's the difference between this one and this one? 512 OLED. Oh, that's not OLED. That's why. Okay. Which means that the screen doesn't look as good, basically. And I was thinking, maybe I could do a gaming Christian news thing, but I don't really know that many Christian games out there that I could do. Like news on, I don't know. I'm thinking about that now anyway. Let's see, let's look through here. Maybe I'll get some ideas of what I could do. I'm doing this. I could do strategy games. I have done Sid Meier's Civilization before. I have done that. I'm not. Oh no, that's something adult that shouldn't have been shown on here. I'm sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. But this is they have all kind of games on here. No Man's Sky. This is kind of too new for me. Borderlands. I'm thinking about getting Borderlands for the original Borderlands for the PS3. Thinking about it. Thinking about it. Thinking about it. Then there's a bunch of games I wish I could get, but I just can't afford everything, and I have to pick very carefully what I can afford. Because I only have a certain, I only have a certain, amount of money I get every month because I'm disabled. And it's just rough right now. It is. It's very, very rough right now. It is. It's very rough. Right now. It is. But keep me in your prayers that my Tourette's don't act up. That I don't have to go in the hospital because my Tourette's plus the bad thoughts I was having made me go in the hospital, both inpatient and outpatient, multiple times. And honestly, I don't like doing that. I mean, it is good to meet people, but it is very scary to be in a hospital. It is. It is. It is. And let me show y'all my phone profile. Let me get to my profile on here on the Play Store. Let me see if I can see let me see something. Let me go back. Go to okay, so my profile on my phone is God's House. And let me show you let me see if it'll show my library. No, it's only showing library like books, so I'm not really into books. Let's see, something else, something I might do on here. I might, let's see. I don't know, I'm not really much of a phone kind of guy. I'm really much of a console and PC guy. But phones, they have a ton of apps. They have way more than consoles, even the newer consoles. Now, they might not look as good because, some of them are made for cheap hardware and software. Some of them are. In fact, let me tease something. Let me get let's see something. I'm gonna turn on my PlayStation and I'm gonna get a CD out that has let's see. That's my Star Trek one. Darn it, it's not the right one. Let me put this up right quick. I was watching some Star Trek stuff. Sorry about that, but that's my PlayStation turning on. And I thought my Touched by an Angel CD was in here. And I'll show you what episode we're gonna be doing. So it's season 1, episode 3, I want to say, of Touched by an Angel. And the episode is, let's see it, Tough Love. Yeah, one is Tough Love. So season 1, episode 3, Tough Love. Yeah. And if y'all have any Christian TV shows that I can get like on Blu-ray. Oh, what's in my cart right here? See, why is this all messed up? Let me reload this. See, let me go to this. This is kind of messed up right here. Alright, let's see what's in my cart. Let's see what I want to get. Okay, yeah, Sins of the Solar Empire. I think there's a second one now, isn't there? Yeah, it's about $30-some. But Sins of the Solar Empire is a strategy game series. I want to get it. It's just money's tight right now, and it's for an older PC, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna get it, and because I'm not even sure if it's gonna work. You know, I have a very old PC that I need to upgrade, but it's just I don't have the money. And listen, even if y'all just want to give me $5, that could be one new level of the Batman game, or that could be one new level of the Telltale game I played. I didn't tell y'all about that one, but I played that one. At least I don't think I told y'all. I could be, or it could be some indie game I might get, or that money might go towards bills. Because I was doing some research, and really the only person that should be getting paid, or one of the only people that should be getting paid for a church is the pastor. Now some churches, they pay like deacons and like teachers and stuff, which I can understand because, you know, that's basically a full-time job. And I don't know what's going on with my camera right now. I don't know what's going on. Keeps on glitching out. That too, I need to upgrade. Let me see something. Let me see if this is open. Let me see if there's a new update available for this. Up to date. Let me see if there's something with the options maybe I'm missing. Let's see, it is 5 today's version. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Sorry about that. I'm sorry about what's going on with the camera right now. Maybe I'll unplug it and plug it back. Let me see. I've unplugged the camera. No, in fact, it even seems even worse right now. And there's a bit of a delay. Sorry about that. It feels hot though. It's probably overheating, which probably is a sign that I need to stop recording. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop. Whatever y'all do, please share the word of God. If y'all using this video to do it, hey, go ahead. If y'all want to use something else, go ahead. Anyway, bye guys.